Hey, welcome back, or welcome the first time to 9394, a music podcast with me, Travis. Thanks for coming along for the ride with me. I got my buddy Morgan back on the show. He's been on several times, and he is one of my best friends, and it is always good to talk to him. We're looking at the 1994 punk rock classic, The Good, the Bad, and the Argyle by the Bouncing Souls. Sorry, I just kind of have to say it like that. If you're a fan, you know why. As I said, Morgan is a good friend, and I got to see him in person recently, which was great, but we didn't record this episode then. We actually recorded this episode a couple months ago online, but here it is. Check out our conversation. Hi.
Hi.
How's it going, buddy?
It's going good. It's going very well. How have you been?
Good. I'm on break. I'm on summer break, so just being a lump. Just being a lump.
Could you do me a small favor and could you say my name on the name that I chose?
Morgan Peak.
No, the one where we're recording, and it's like the
right there.
Like, yeah,
Morgan Peak.
Oh, I thought it said Garbage Feet.
It says Garbage Feet.
Okay.
I feel like the phrases are synonymous.
It's like
Garbage Feet is peak for Morgan Peak.
That's fine. I mean, I just they wanted a name real fast, and I was like, well, we're going to go with what I know. The dumbest crap ever.
I knew that onions or zits could also be an option, but feet, garbage, these things these qualify.
Garbage feet.
I'm going to cut most of this out so far, and no one's going to see your... this is cutting room floor stuff right here.
Yeah, I think I'm mostly ready for that. Yeah, that this is how I was like, oh yeah, because there was that one time I won the free guitar on fucking I don't know, 93X down here or something like that. And I was like, okay, cool, yeah. And then like, yeah, you're going to be live. And then, but I wasn't. They like called like an hour before and they were like, yeah, we're going to re-record this and then we'll play it at 5. And so we're going to call back in a couple minutes. And they were like, literally, they're like, act surprised when we say you won the guitar. And I was like, okay. So let's see. And then immediately I had to think like, okay, they're gonna edit this. So what can I get away with? So when they called, I knew I couldn't say like, holy shit, butt sex, fart, but I knew I could probably get away with saying balls. So I was like, wow, holy balls, and like acted like that, and it worked. they put it on. It was really dumb. Yep, I still have it. I recorded it, and I have it on my Google Photos. Oh yeah,
a big moment in your life. Holy balls!
I was like, wow, and I was like, right-handed $50 guitar, like the dumbest. I was like. Gave it to one of my friends. Yeah, like a Squire Bullet Series that was right-handed. I got it at Guitar Center. It was like out of tune, intonation crap, Strat. Like, but I was glad to win. So.
It's fun to win something. It's cool to hear your own voice on the radio.
Yeah, I hate my voice, but not gonna make it about me.
Well, how about recording a podcast if you hate your voice so much? You want to do that?
Yeah, I'd say yes to anything that you asked me to do, Travis.
Aw. Do you listen to the episodes that we do?
Sometimes, but it's rare.
Sometimes?
Yeah, sometimes. Sometimes I do.
There's guests that do and guests that don't. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's get started. What do you say?
All right, sounds good. Sounds good.
All right, buddy. You're on 93.94 for your, what is this, 4th visit? You did Beck, One Foot in the Grave last time, right?
Yeah. Then I did.
You did Jawbox.
Yep.
For your Unspecial Sweetheart. That's the first episode you did.
Super Chunk Foolish.
For sure.
Hell yeah.
Yep. And Jesus Lizard Liar.
Oh yeah, which I had slipped in.
Yeah, you slipped that one right in there. So this is your 5th episode. Yeah. Which album are we doing? What are we talking about?
The Good, the Bad, and the Argyle. The Bouncing Souls album. Duh.
Yeah, so that album came out in, what year was it? 94, I think?
Yes, I believe
94. So. November of 94. So it's right at the tail end of the time frame that we're working in here. Definitely a seminal punk album. Do you remember how you got into it?
I think it was because they opened up for Hot Water Music and Strung Out? No, it had to have been earlier than that. Yeah, it had to have been earlier than that. Maybe they opened up for Face to Face.
So we probably would have gotten into them like in 95, 96. And opening for Face to Face would make sense. That sounds more right to me.
Yeah.
In fact, yeah, I think that's when I got into them too. I know that our friends group got into them like all at once. And it wasn't when this album was new, as I recall. It was when Maniacal Laughter was new. And then we kind of went back and got this. So like the first 2 albums, right? So like for all of us, like the first 2 albums were like a double punch where we were like listening to these albums a ton. And I especially remember when you and I were in a punk band with our old friend Keith, we would listen to this album a ton over at his house, I feel like in particular, like between practices and stuff.
Yeah, 100%. Like these are the 2 albums that I listen to the most from the Bouncing Souls. This is like a special one because this has like an emotional, there's something about this album specifically. I was actually transcribing it a little bit. The stuff they do on the entire album is like, they use the same stuff over and over again, like the same type of notes and the same thing. It's almost like a goofy album kind of sometimes too, because there'll be like these straightforward ones, and then they'll have like I Want Candy.
Like the covers in particular on this album are like seemingly like deliberately playful, like deliberately like the kind of songs you wouldn't necessarily expect a punk band to cover, like they're trying to like stick it to like homophobic fans or something. I know what boys like. It's funny as hell.
Yeah, exactly. That's the part that I really like. It's like I won't say political or anything like that, but there's this album is like more artistic or more like it's more 80s or it's more, I don't know how to describe it. It's not your standard like skateboard 90s like SoCal punk album. It's got like all, not new wave, but it's like it's got an artistic artsy type of feel to it, to me anyway.
They're an interesting band. No, I agree, because I feel like there's something different going. I mean, on one hand, it's kind of straightforward and almost repetitive, like you say. They have like a formula of the punk rock that they're doing.
Yeah.
But there's also like this almost like early hardcore feel to it, while at the same time having like a quasi recipe for hate kind of experimentation that Bad Religion had going with that album. Like there's like there's a lot of things happening at once. On one hand, it's like a straightforward half-hour punk album that's just gonna punch you in the face. And on the other hand, there's some layers to it and some things that I think are different and surprising, for sure.
Deceptively deep.
Yeah, and my strongest memory about like when we all got into Bouncing Souls early on was that like all of us would mimic Greg, the singer, and like do the pointing thing like he does when he's on stage, where he's like pointing left and then he's pointing right while he's kind of cocking his head, bobbing his head around.
Yeah. It's like a smarter album in a way. Like it's not, because later on I have to say that Bouncing Souls didn't appeal to me because it did go kind of a cookie cutter. And this is like not that. It's almost got like a Talking Heads feel to it, to me. The way that it takes from like almost like that like first wave of like the artsy type of punk stuff, and then it's goofy. It's just goofy. Like these are the quotes from our favorite 80s movies.
Yeah, and just the little skits and kind of funny things like interstitial. Like there's just a bunch of stuff kind of scattered throughout the album, which was not uncommon to have quotes and like little ditties and all that kind of stuff in punk albums or any albums from that era. But yeah, again, like that, there's something that feels, I don't know, just a little bit different with this one. What's your favorite song on this album? If you had to pick one.
I probably would say it's a tie. It's a cop-out. I do a tie.
Oh boy, here we go. Oh boy. I gotta play 2 songs at once now.
It's probably Joe Lies. cool because it seems like it's a real song. It's more than just a minute long. It seems like it's got a deeper meaning to it, although I really don't know what the meaning is. It's the major version of Old School. It's got the same progression again.
Oh, yeah.
And Old School is the minor version.
Joe Lies is sweet. It's definitely... yeah, it's a counterpart to Old School, but it feels a little more creative, I think. A little bit more risk-taking. Not necessarily one that you're going to demand that they play live, but one that might stick out to you on the album like it does for you. It's pretty catchy. It's almost an upbeat one album, despite it's kind of somber, like emo title.
Yeah.
But I agree. It's a good song, and I think you're right. It's a counterpart to Old School, which you say is your second favorite, or you're tied. It's my favorite. If I had to pick one, I pick Old School.
It's incredible. It's cool. It's great. I love it because it's got, I know it says like, nobody wants to hear no fucking sermon sitting on a soapbox, but it's like they're calling themselves out almost, because it's like, sing these songs of Old School. It's like, it's an anthem about this is the way like it is, like this is their take on it. But then they're kind of like, but who am I? Who the fuck am I? Nobody wants to hear no fucking sermon. And, you don't want to hear no fucking sermon. So I love contradictions because I feel like I'm a walking contradiction with all my values and beliefs sometimes.
Sure.
But this song is awesome because it is an anthem, but at the same time, it feels like he's kind of saying like, who gives a fuck? Nobody want, do their own thing. But the musical thing about it is the one that I think is the evil Joe Lies, because it's a minor deal. But the other thing is that it's one of the few songs that I hear that the main hook, I believe, has like a section of almost 5/4, or it goes one extra. I could never figure it out in high school. I was just playing it, and it's almost cookie cutter, but then they throw like a bar in, which makes the whole thing, I believe. Like, they take and stretch out that one last bar for a little bit, and it's rad.
I'm not sure if I ever noticed that's the kind of thing you would notice, but I might not.
It's cool.
I think you really hit the nail on the head calling it an anthem. It's an anthemic song for sure. It was a show staple earlier on in their career. And I mean, how fun this would have been to hear this one live. And I'm someone that, I was in the hardcore screamo scene. I've heard my fair share of sermons and been pretty moved by them most of the time. I was quite the accolade of Nate Gray. But
I'm a fan.
But yeah, no, the song it's funny, and it's also like this weird kind of like, hey, let's unify by not taking things so seriously in a way. So, we can strengthen the scene by just making it about the music instead of trying to like proselytize and make it about us and our message, that kind of stuff. Which, punk is something that, speaking of walking contradictions, punk is something that on one hand can be silly, sloppy, do it yourself, fuck things up, anarchy style, whatever. And then at the same time, it can be like a thumb in the nose of the government and like a direct resistance and like a community tool to build towards like a stronger, sinews between society. Like, it can be two things at once that are kind of conflicting in and of itself.
100%. That's the thing too, is like it feels like even if it's just this one song, it feels like that this album has that cohesiveness, it has that sense of
Hmm.
community, it has that artistic sense where it's not just like some knuckle draggers in a fucking meat pit, mosh pit talking about like, bro him or whatever. Like I'm just not a big fan of that stuff.
Hey, I like Brohead, but I get your point.
Then
Yeah,
I had yeah.
yeah. No, I hear you. This album, for a punk album from this era, is not about like flexing
Mhm.
young masculine energy. It's just not. It's not trying to be like, I need to throw windmills and like get the sweat out. And like it could be that for some people, but that's not like what the message seems to be or the themes seem to be from this album.
Yeah, correct. And the other cool thing is maybe we're not quite East Coast, but it's the other side of the country punk. It's
Yeah.
not that
Yeah.
side. But by the way, I
Yeah.
just want to make sure I love Southern California punk. It's just that this
Oh,
was
I know you do, but yes, it's important listeners know.
the one person. Derek, when you hear this, you I like it all, man. But it's a really important album for me, so
It's awesome. And I
yeah.
agree. It's extremely cohesive. It's such a tight 30 minutes or 31 minutes. But what is your least favorite song on this album? That was kind of hard for me to choose.
It's probably the last one. It's probably I Know What Boys Like.
I know what boys like. I know what guys want. I know what boys like. I got what boys like.
'Cause it's just
Yeah.
I know what boys, because it's goofy. Like I Like Your Mom is awesome. I love it. It's great. It's 40 seconds. It's funny. It gets you in. And then and
Yeah.
there's some other ones that are goofy. My least favorite is I Know What Boys Like.
I think that's totally valid. I mean, there have been times where I went ahead and stopped the album before that song or when that song comes on. It's like, it's not that long and it's not really a song. Like, I don't like the original. I do like the
Yeah.
Waitresses. I respect them, but like, that's just
Sure.
not really a song that I'm really going to be into.
I don't know who did it. I don't know.
It was the Waitresses, best known for, they had that Christmas song. They have a Christmas song. I can't think of the name of it right now. But those were like the two big hits.
Okay.
The Waitresses.
Yeah.
But yeah, and again, like we were saying earlier, it kind of like it's kind of cool in its own way because it's unexpected, and I think there's a reason why they put it at the end of the album. I don't know if this album needed two covers like that. One probably would have been enough.
See, I like Candy. That one I think is
Yeah.
because I like the drums. I think it's cool. It's my least favorite. I'll say that though. It's not like I hate
Yeah.
that last song.
No, I hear you.
Yeah.
That's why I phrase the question. I used to say like, "What's the least good song on the album?" But I could try to really like, what's your least favorite is the best way of putting it. Because if you're talking about an album that you love, chances are even the song you like the least, you still like it.
That's true. That's correct, sir.
I don't like picking singles for my least favorite songs. Ordinarily, I feel like it's like, I don't know. I mean, and then for this one, when I'm picking, it's not actually my least favorite song. It's my least favorite track.
Okay.
Because while I like the song Neurotic, when it gets to the fucking end and there's a dude like screaming and banging his head against the wall, like I will jump across the room to turn that shit off. Like my anxiety like instantly spikes. Like it is not fun to listen to. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I know exactly what you mean. It goes on a little bit too long, and I love the song. And I'm pretty
It's
sure
a really good song.
that's the end of Raging Bull. I'm pretty sure.
I never figured it out. Is that what it is?
That's De Niro and Raging Bull. I'm almost positive.
Okay, I haven't seen that in a long time, so I'm not sure, but I believe you.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever actually seen it. I just like read it. I think that's not. But yeah, I totally agree. Like the song is how they recorded it it's so old school sound. It's cool, but the entire album, but because it's just like one note when he starts. It's just like one guitar note. Like it's cool. It's just cool. But the last 30 seconds.
It's a legitimately a good song, which is why I'm like specifying it's not my least favorite song. It's just like my least favorite moment in the album that like really just pulls me out of the album. Like it's so disruptive to me. I don't know why. It just really is. It just really sets me off. Like every time I hear it, and I'm anxious about turning it off before it gets to that point. Even.
Yeah. It's funny that you said that too, because it was like I Googled what neurotic meant, and then I went down like a little rabbit hole and like read about it a little bit, and maybe that ending has to do with anxiety and depression and overthinking.
Yeah, that's how I took it. Is like someone like in deep mental health anguish.
Yeah, that would make sense. I can't think of any other reason that would be in there.
Yeah, but it's okay. I mean, again, like it's a good song, but not a moment that I love. But you know, we always got to get into like the nadir, like the low point of the album.
Mhm.
But let's swing back upwards again. How about your
Yeah.
underrated track?
Underrated track is probably Some Kind of Wonderful.
Sometimes I think about girls. And things get funny. I've waited long days and nights without any money or anything. I thought I wouldn't need any money or fame. I wouldn't need it. If I only had that special girl.
For my own to claim. Sometimes I think about girls and it's funny. It makes me stay inside when it's sunny.
I think so.
Yeah.
Like, I'm pretty sure. I'm looking at it. Sometimes I think about girls and it's funny. It makes me stay inside when it's sunny. That's the.
Yeah.
So that one probably is the one, because I'm looking at all these ones and I'm like, yep, know it. And then I'm like, oh yeah, because it starts out kind of jazzy or whatever. And then he does like a little, what does he say? Like, I thought I wouldn't need any money. Wouldn't need it. And I like how he adds that. And then I'm pretty sure I'm talking about the same song. And then it goes into the, sometimes I think about it. And it's
funny. Yeah, it like repeats itself, but now it's like all punk rock.
Yeah.
So
I think that's cool.
I think that's a really good choice for an underrated song too, because like when I'm looking over the album titles as I was, because you know I listened to this ton back in the day, but it had been some time since I'd spent any real time with it. But like,
me too.
Like most of them, I'm like, oh, I know that one. But like, there's a couple where I'm like, which one is that? And Some Kind of Wonderful was one of the ones where I was like, is that a single? Is that a cover? Like, I don't remember that cover.
Yeah. The names. Some of the names are like Lay 'Em Down and Smack 'Em Yak 'Em. That's the worst name. Well,
you know, well, dude, we were in a band called Kill Drama where all of our songs were movie titles, so we should respect the fuck out of that. That was Airplane reference there.
Yeah, that's true.
I think my underrated track I chose for pretty much the same reason you did, where I was like, this is a good song. They're all good songs. But when I looked over it, like every time I'm like, which one is that again? Like it doesn't come to my mind because the album starts with, like you said, it starts with I Like Your Mom, and that's just like really catchy and like over real quick. And then The Guest is my underrated.
Lost somewhere and trying to find a place to belong to. The empty alleys and parking lots is where I'll be when everyone goes. When everyone goes home.
Okay.
Yeah, because I feel like that's one that like it got a lot of energy. It's got a great intro. It's so fucking like it's such a classic kind of punk rock intro, but like I just kind of don't always think of it when I think of this album.
100%. Yeah, I almost did that one, but I chose some. Yeah, because of the fact that it has the same chord progression or that same. Without getting too, it's the minor 7 to the root note. Like at the very start, it's like. It's that same 1979 Smashing Pumpkins feel. They do it on this album. That's why it's consistent. It's almost like a concept album in a way, because The Guest, Inspection Station, and there's one more that does that same type of chord progression, and it's cool. Because I was always like, man, all these songs are like, they're cohesive in a way, even though they're kind of whacked out a little bit. And that was the reason.
That makes sense, that there's musical themes that are binding these songs together.
There you go. That's a perfect way of putting it.
One last track I wanted to talk about, even though usually I would stop with our questions, but now I never lived in this place that we called the Rot House. Did you live at the Rot House where a bunch of our friends lived after high school?
Yes, sir.
I thought you did.
Yes.
So every time I hear Deadbeats, I am always reminded of, what was it, a $900 phone sex bill that someone drove up at that house? Never owned up to it.
Yep. Man, I thought about the same exact thing when I was thinking about this, and I was like, dude, this is exactly. And then they have like the little. That's another little theme where they have the like a little verse, a little like spoken word thing, like in Deadbeats. Yeah. And they do it. It's kind of, you know. Yep, it ain't fair when I gotta pay. I don't care what it is, man. I'll pay it. Fuck, I don't know. I don't care.
Yeah, fine, $50, whatever. I'll pay it. And I remember like always being glad that I didn't get sucked into that, because like $900. I mean, like there was like 10 of you all that lived there or something. So like I'm sure you all made it work, but like it was such a dick move from one of our friends to $900 phone bill, as I recall, and just never own up to it. What a dick
I
move.
have no idea. I genuinely don't know what happened. I don't know how we paid for it, if we paid for it, when we paid for it,
Who knows?
What the deal was.
All of the utilities were in our buddy Mike's name, so I think that probably affected his credit.
Yeah. I mean, like, I'm sure. Sure, it had to in some way.
Deadbeat.
That's a great song. It ain't fair. Yeah.
And it probably should have been the last song on the album, but that's okay.
It is okay. You know, who am I to judge while judging the last half an hour?
Yeah, exactly. Well, and speaking of, let's wrap things up here with our exit survey. You know, I ask usually a series of like 9 questions or so. And I like to do trivia when it's like really clear that there's something inspired by the album. Okay. So for this trivia, I have quotes from 80s movies.
No, cool.
I got quotes for 80s movies. You do your best to tell me what movie they're from. Sound good?
Yes, absolutely.
I'm pretty confident you've seen all of these movies. I've picked ones that are pretty famous.
Okay.
So we'll see how it goes. All right, let's get started.
Do my best.
It's 106 miles to Chicago. We've got a full tank of gas, half a pack of cigarettes. It's dark, and we're wearing sunglasses.
Blues Brothers.
That is the Blues Brothers. All right, very good. Off to a good start.
I'll make the ding now.
Okay. I'll insert it. Don't worry. Oh, fudge. Only I didn't say fudge. I said the word, the big one, the queen mother of dirty words, the F dash word.
Oh,
fudge.
It's not Christmas Story, is it?
It is A Christmas Story.
Is it?
Yeah.
Wow, I pulled that out of my butthole.
Well, you know what you win for doing this?
A little ding?
Nothing. Yeah, you win that noise. Yeah. And there's a little fake applause, too.
Yeah, no, that's the deal. I see you. You're doing it.
Hey, everybody. We're all going to get laid.
It's not Booger, is it?
No. I feel like this is a Deke movie. Your dad.
Yeah, Deke. Oh!
That's for the audience, because you know who Deke is.
Yeah, of course. That's Dennis, my father, you know.
Hey, everybody, we're all going to get laid.
And I don't know.
Caddyshack.
Yeah, because I wanted to say Chevy Chase, but
Caddyshack is one of those ones that I saw a shit ton back in the day, but I don't really revisit very often.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Oh, well. 2 out of 3 ain't bad.
Yeah, well, you know, can't win them all. Yeah, so far you're doing pretty good. You got 2 out of 3. All right, next one. Oh, well, he's very popular, Ed. The sportos, the motorheads, the geeks, sluts, bloods, wastoids, dweebs, dickheads, they all adore him. They think he's a righteous dude.
It's that one. Where's my $2? Is it that?
No.
No.
Oh, well, he's very popular, Ed. The Sportos, the Motorheads, the Geeks, Sluts, Bloods, Wastoids, Dweebies, Dickheads, they all adore him. They think he's a righteous dude. Very Wisconsin kind of.
It's the Broderick. It's the
Yeah.
what I
Matthew Broderick.
Yeah.
Dude skipping school.
Yeah. But Sam,
He's taking a day.
He's got the Red Wings jersey.
Well, his buddy does. Yeah. Cameron.
Yeah. And then they had
When Cameron was in Egypt's land,
the.
let my Cameron go. You know the movie, but I need you to say the name.
Because my brain is not functioning. It's no, hold on. Now it's almost there. It's almost there. It's I can't for some reason I can't stop thinking about Bull Durham. Like it's not the movie.
It's not even close.
No,
this is a John Hughes movie.
Yeah,
one of the biggest films from the era.
I know. Not Molly Ringwald.
Something DOO economics. Voodoo economics.
It's what's
the Sausage King of Chicago. You're Abe Frobin.
What is the guy's name? All right, you go ahead and just
Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Yeah, I'm like my grandmother. I can't remember anyone.
Are you sundowning right now?
Oh yeah, I hope so. Because then at least I have an excuse.
All right, This one's a long one. You just jump in whenever you know it. If you know it.
If I
don't want to presume. Because now you're at half and half here. 2 out of 4. You want to hurt me? Go right ahead if it makes you feel any better. I'm an easy target. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
I talk too much.
Trains,
I also listen too much.
Planes, trains, automobiles. I saw it in the theater. Yeah.
I like me. My wife likes me. Right, on the real article. Yeah, you got it.
Yes.
Planes, trains. All right. So you're tipping the scales back in your direction.
I saw that in the theater.
3 out of 5.
My God.
Gotta know that one.
Gotta know that.
Son, you got a panty on your head.
Panty?
Son, you got a panty on your head. This is probably the hardest one.
It's not Stripes, is it?
It's Raising Arizona.
Oh, yeah.
Right at the beginning when he holds the guy up for the, yeah.
I wouldn't have been able to get that one.
Too deep a cut?
A little bit.
I think you might know the next few. We'll see. We're almost done. You're almost off the hook.
Wait, no, it's all good. I got nowhere to go.
The royal penis is clean, Your Highness.
Oh, Welcome to America? Is that the? Or,
Not welcome.
Coming to America.
Coming to America.
Right? Coming to America, right?
Coming to America is correct.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
The opening bathtub scene, which everybody saw it as a young man, and we were all like, how do we get this? How do we have this? I need to be a prince. I'll be a prince.
That's funny because I don't know anything else about the movie at this point in my life. That's it.
It's stuck out in your head, though, right?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
He's bored. He's fucking bored with it. All right, here's another one.
Okay.
It's Ken coming to kill me. Ken?
I should probably know it.
If it wasn't for us, you'd all be speaking German. Don't call me stupid.
I don't know.
No. That is A Fish Called Wanda.
Oh, yeah.
Never got into that one?
I don't know if I've ever seen it.
Oh, all right. All right. Well, I took a stab. Didn't know what you had and hadn't seen. It's classic in my household, but maybe not in the Peak household. All right. This one, last one. I know this is a classic movie that I know you saw, but I've picked a little bit more rare of a quote from it. Let's see how you do.
Garbage Feet's going to prevail.
I have confidence in you, Garbage Feet. He's on life support. Doctors say he's got a 50-50 chance of living, though there's only a 10% chance of that.
Sounds like Bill Murray.
It's not Bill Murray.
No.
I believe it's George Kennedy who says this.
I don't know it. The
Naked Gun.
Naked.
Yeah, when he goes to see Norberg, Norberg's got a 50-50 chance to live. 50% chance to live, but there's only a 10% chance of that 50% chance.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that wasn't. I've seen him. It was a while. It's been a while.
Yeah, that one was kind of hard, but you did good. You got more. You got half, right? There's 9 total. I think you got 5, right? You got 5 out of 9. So you've got a passing grade. Congratulations.
I'm a hero.
Your shirt will be delivered in the mail. I went on 93, 94, and all I got was this lousy 80s quote t-shirt.
You got them?
No,
You making shirts?
I should.
That'd be freaking awesome, man.
That's a good idea. People, go ahead and crowdsource that for me. Go ahead and give me some t-shirts. Thank you.
Is that a Detroit glass? Where'd you get that?
I got this with you.
Yeah,
actually, funnily enough. We were at a bar in Lansing, and they gave us complimentary glasses. I found this again recently and started using it. Isn't that funny?
That's crazy that I noticed that, and it's crazy that stuck in. I was, because I got the same one. I had it for a while. I don't know what happened to it. Cool, man.
Yeah, I've had it forever. It was in a box, and I took it back out recently. And I was like, oh shit, I remember this.
That's awesome. That's tender. Yeah. Like this album that we discussed. I think it's tender Tight Bros.
It is very tender Tight Bros. I'm glad I got to talk about it with you. Thanks for coming back on the show, bud.
Thank you. I love you.
I love you too. We'll get you on for round 6.
Awesome.
New registration, new car, new life, new life, new life.
Thanks again to Morgan. It's always good talking to him. It's great. And as I said, I saw him recently, and it was lovely, and it looks like I'll be seeing more of him. He and I used to play a lot of music together. Maybe we will again someday. That would be nice. But one of the funny things is that we forgot to mention when we were talking about the band that we had, or one of the bands that we had, Kill Drama, and how a lot of the song titles were movie quotes. One of those songs was a movie quote from Airplane, just like Bouncing Souls. They referenced Lay 'em Down and Smack 'em Yak 'em. Kill Drama had a song called What's Our Vector Victor? So we're spiritual cousins, I think. If you want to be on the show, I would like you to be on the show. If there's an album from 1993 or 1994 that you want to come on and talk about, reach out to me. My email address is 9394podcast@gmail.com. If you can't think of any album yourself, this is the part of the show where I often offer suggestions. Black Train Jack released the album You're Not Alone in 1994. This is the song Handouts. So maybe you want to come on and talk Black Train Jack. Why not? I mean, if you're a fan. Or again, you could talk about any other album from that era, 93, 94, that I haven't already talked about that isn't Cypress Hill. Just reach out. 9394podcast@gmail.com. I'm on Blue Sky. I technically have a Facebook account. I don't check very much. Not that great with the social media thing, but emailing me is a good way to go about it. Or you could just email me to say hello. That's cool too. Tell me you liked an episode. Tell me my opinions are dumb. That'd be fine. Please rate and review the show. I always appreciate when people do that. Take the time to just, click like, follow, subscribe. You don't have to necessarily write like a whole review. Just give the 5 stars or whatever on Spotify and Apple Podcasts in particular. But whatever platform you use, it's appreciated. All right, at the end of the episodes, I often share something of myself. I said on this episode that it's currently summer for me. That's over. I am teaching again. It is back on. And the swelteringly hot classroom that I've had to endure for the last few years finally has air conditioning, which is beautiful. So things are looking up in my professional life. I hope things are going good with you. And that's it. We'll stop there. All right, everybody. Take her easy. 9394, a music podcast with Travis Roy, is a labor of love. It is not and never will be monetized. Please don't sue.